So the river of your awareness, idea, concept. Language is loose translation for meaning. So you're dropped a stone into the river. Or so it becomes. But you see, when you're first dropped, there's no water, it's just you. And you're not a stone, but you're full of all this growth potential. You're a seed, a star seed. Forget all the meanings. Forget pop culture fad, conviction, the memology of meaning, trivialization of truth for consensus narrations, communal relation. So you're a seed, you're dropped into being. In the mix, you're like another tiny piece of sand in this pottery mix. I don't even know clay. There you go, clay. That's it. So you're in the clay of earth, okay? You're trying to become it. You're just sitting there. There's all this information, people, situations, things around you. The energy rains on you. And then it starts to form a layer of water. And the water is a little bit above the seed. You go through the imprinting stages. Events happen during imprinting stages. These events hold memory, static reminders of natural impulse, yet to break through something it needs the pressure. So in your imprinting you are initiated into life through the resonance of your spirit. Whether it's fate, destiny, circumstance, whatever, doesn't really matter. It's just you become. And you'll notice that different people are becoming different things, and they have completely different experiences, relational dynamics. And that's comparatively speaking in the world of consensus. But at the core, we're all going through this maturation. So these layers of water raining down on us from others, from situations, dynamics, echoes, seasons, cycles of eternal expression. The water rises and it becomes a river, and the seed of yours, you're clinging to earth so that you can start the roots to grow through the river. And the more you hold, the more earth gets torn away. You keep getting pulled down. You don't know why you can't get out of the shit. You're in this. And you realize you've been holding on to the wrong things. It's meant to show you who you are not, so that you can become naturally in flow with life. So in life you flow, and eventually you settle into truth. And it will be the truth of your conviction. Whatever layer of the flows of the river of life you're at is just what it is for you. But if you can feel enough truth in your own ignorance, then you can reach for the truth of the light, which is calling you forward, which is the light of your own purity, being shown to you through existence, the godhood of existence, the expression without hierarchy. Let the hierarchy happen. Don't control what that is. complexity arises as necessitated in Mother Earth, Mother Existence, the void of whatever, the ineffable, brings us the meaning through this necessity, and we co-create in that tension, or that rhythm, or that symphony, however you see it. Sometimes it's all things and nothing. So others, as you reach, you're going to go through their flows, you're going to hit the resonance of their flows, and they're going to want to hold you back because you're breaking their truth through your conviction. And they're going to only be able to see it through the trance of their flow. Their projected shadow, which is their own process of becoming. Yeah, we've got awesome ideas to help us understand these shadow flows. Many great teachings on these things, but you could just say angels and demons and then go from there. And these angels and demons, they're like different flows, different melodies, different symphonies, and you become those things until you realize they are not you, and you find your purity in the perfection of the process. And as you learn language to give you an untethered view of a language, a release language, that's a better word. When you learn release languages which allow you to become more dynamic, then the natural purity of the child, the seed, the expression, the want for life through feeling the spirit naturally flows. And you settle on the banks of your own foundation. And when you find you're growing through the currents of life, and a lot of other people's statics that they hold and those resonances to those currents, you're going to realize that they aren't your enemy. They're there to show you who you are. And they're doing, even if they're evil, they're doing the best they can. Otherwise, why would you do some of those things, If it just wasn't the only option. And I'm not saying you need to forgive and forget and all that stuff. You do what you feel is right, but if you love them enough to become locked into resonance with them, then you're there for a reason. It's there for a reason. They are there for a reason. You're creating something. You're breaking each other free of what binds you. And I don't care about the past and the future. It's all right here, right now. The purity is in the presence of the moment. When you touch that, everything is pure, the future or the past. Doesn't mean it's perfect. Doesn't mean that it needs to be perfect. It's about falling into this creative ignorance of your own expression. So these times are here for that, amongst other things. What can you do with it? The world's happening. How do you happen? It's been 4 years since I made a very huge change in my life. It was very difficult. But it was a lifetime's worth of tension that I needed to put into form. say, all right, well, I can see I've already made all the right decisions, just realizing I'm a student in life, being open to learning. I made the wrong choices for the right reasons. So you don't really need the system. You can release language then. You can release the meaning. And as it arises, it speaks to you in many different ways, through many different voices, expressions, truths, convictions. And that's the right relation to be with others, because you're open to yourself. And of course people will project and they will interject, and they're learning who they are, and so are you. It's incumbent or up to, gifted to you and me and us, to discern the language, to create something from that, to burn it down so that something can grow through the ashes and the pressure. All right, well, so I wanted to say, so thanks for watching, listening, and being.